I speak at 50 or 60 franchise or multiple outlet conferences like this a year. I did 3 this week here in Vegas. And the thing that disappoints me the most is that I know you're going to come here and you're going to catch up with your mates and you're going to have a good time, and that's fantastic. But are you going to get really deep and vulnerable with each other and really help each other out as peers?
He just made a connection with the group that was so instantaneous.
It's about the 7,000 people that are in this room that's going to make a difference to your life in the next couple of days. Because here's the deal. The smart guys aren't on stage. Let me just step off for a minute. They're never on stage. The smart guys sit beside you. I want you to turn to the person beside you right now and say, I've heard you're the smartest person in the room. It's always good. You can spot the good mates, like really close friends sitting beside each other that have been mates for years, a couple over here. I'm not going to say that to you. The smart guys are sitting right beside you. I want you to do 2 things for me. I want you to open up and use that people power to drive your business to achieve the things in life that are important to you.
Been there, done that. You know, he's lived it. He's walked the walk.
And I was having this proud father moment when I was sitting in the plane, looking back over my notes and really excited about some of the things we're going to do. And I reflected on the last couple of years of changes that we've made in the business as a result of coming to a function like this. And I went very quickly to a dark place, because what I realised was that I got back from a number of these functions, I'd made a number of changes in the business, but none of them stuck. The really sad part for this was that we had 4 different companies at this time. One of them was a real estate brokerage. One of them was a leading franchise consultant business in Australia that used to consult to the franchise community and build franchise operating systems. We had an advertising and marketing agency, and we just bought a technology company that specialised in web development and application development. So I set about creating a personal plan. Now the reason I want to talk to you about this is that we always have a business plan. We have business metrics. We have things we do in business that we check off that help us manage or measure our success or our growth. But we rarely stop and do a personal plan. So I decided I was going to do this 1-page plan on how I wanted to manage me to help with my personal vision. This was important to me because I figured if I could work this bit out, then the business plan should be easy because I would give the business plan some purpose. We get caught up in what's important here. And, you know, my race driver instructor, because I'm an amateur motorsport guy, I got a race car in Australia I get back to infrequently. I was telling him the story about how I think I might need more vision in my business. He said, well, you need more vision in your driving too because you suck. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, you're worried about the accident. Stop trying to avoid the accident and start focusing on winning the race.
Succinct and to the point.
Now this is challenging because most of us, unfortunately, live a lot of our lives down here because we get caught up on the treadmill of life and we go and go and go and go and go because we're driven by that. That's why you're here. You are here because you like being the best of the best, and that's great. What I'd like you to look at in the next couple of days is how you're going to give that purpose. That's going to help with this whole person philosophy.
Yeah, great energy and very intuitive and kind of a deep thinker, which is, it's nice, it's refreshing.
But the reality is that with the information you're about to get in the next couple of days, I need you to reverse engineer this a little bit for me if you're really going to make an impact. I want you to start with what you typically do last first. Then you'll be able to put the plan in place with the platform that you already have. Then we'll work out how we can maybe display that to the people we lead. We've applied the same philosophies in this business that the same thing must happen every day. We've got moments in time where these guys connect. We have moments in time, we have a sales meeting at 8:15 every Monday. Full stop, everyone knows it. We have daily sales huddles every morning at 8:15 for 5 minutes where we go through the roadblocks that we are likely to experience that day. We have administration meetings in exactly the same fashion every week. Finance meetings in exactly the same fashion. Operating meetings in exactly the same fashion. It's consistent, they know it, it's coming, it's happening. That's just the way we do things around here. That is our DNA.
It really connected for me on a personal level on the things that I need to change.
And if there is nothing else that you've got from me in the last half hour we've spent together, please walk out of this room, take those business cards, have those conversations, write that plan, find those 30 minutes and make a commitment to make a change with the fantastic information you are about to receive at this year's annual meeting. Thanks for sharing half an hour of your life with me. I'll see you in Speaker's Corner.
Phenomenal energy.
He's so inspirational. He rocks for small business.